Hello folks, welcome back once again to Transport Fever. So previously we built this line here. I've actually added the bus line back in and you can see it's making actually a nice profit. The Arlington to Fort Wayne one anyway. The loops, I'm not expecting them to make money. The inter-city buses never really make much. It's usually the ones between cities that make them. So what I recently noticed about Transport Fever, the way it operates, is the income is based on not how much you can move, but how frequent you can move it. Which is why instead of having one big train coming back and forth, I've sold the two big crude oil cars and put in two more trains. So we've actually got 3 trains going back and forth between the crude oil, and the refinery. So that should be a bit more efficient. I'm quite surprised these are actually making money. Because if they're... I want to have another look up here between these two stops. How much people are waiting? 16 and... well, one of them must have just came in, so how many did he just pick up? So he didn't pick up anyone. That's interesting. So he came in, never picked anyone up. So no one seems to be wanting to go from here to here, but a lot of people going from there to there. So I don't know how profitable that line will actually be. That's quite interesting. And we're losing a lot of money for somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where. Might be the running costs. Because well, let's look at it logically, the way we're running things now. So we are running 3 trains, so that's 3 times 34,000 a year. 68, 90, 120, it's be 100 and something anyway. 120. No, 100 and... it's over 100,000 at least, so... no, that's not okay, that is okay high. 34, 6. So we're talking about at least 100,000 for that. And 3 of these, which are 233 a year. Right, hold on. Let's get the old calculator up. Let's see how much running cost that is. So we're talking about 233 times 3 is 600,000. Now that is a lot. Almost 700,000 even. So we're talking about 700,000 off that a year. So the total running cost for the rail is 864,000. That adds up right. Because if it's 699 for the cargoes and it's, what was it, 32 I think, times 3. And so that's about right. 864,000. So let's see. I never know actually, if you actually hover over it, it tells you the actual amount. So our interest rate's 85,000. Oh wait, that was in 54. 95,000 is our current interest rate, but if you look at it, we are making very slight profit at the moment. Very light profit, so it might be worth looking into taking train buses off these lines again, because we'll only just put them on. I can see the fuel line is not making as much now. That was making about 120, so that's dropped. So let's take a look. Are these actually running? So they're actually making profit. But they're just breaking even though. And if they're not taking a full load, they're not going to break even. So what I might do is tell you to go back. No point in telling you, you've got a full load. You can come back, and you can come back. So obviously the frequency of that will drop, but if they're not making full loads, there's no point in having them out. So I'm going to sell those, and we'll see if we can see, that's now making 22. Why now? Why just after I've told them to go back? So mate, sell these. So they've devalued quite a lot. Wow, they lost quite a lot of value. Oh well. Oh, off you go. Okay, so we've got 666. What's the actual amount though? Oh, that was all those 666. Right, what I was going to start doing was building train line. Just cutting right into here. I made a bit of a faster rail, but that's as best we can get that. So if I put a train depot in here, that covers a nice amount. And there, 15. It doesn't matter if it's because that's going to go on a different rail anyway. Track depot there. Put a train. This is probably a completely waste of time, but never mind, because we still need 1.4 million anyway. But if we can get that over here and just take it to and from here via the trains, I don't know if there's any point in doubling that one up though. We could, but I'm thinking if we did that, because all you would need to do to double it up is to go here and here. Might as well. all the way around to about here. There. And then we'll put the signals in. Probably shouldn't be doing this because we've only just built it, but then last one and there. So now the trains can run. We'll probably put the same setup along this one, just one train with one cargo wagon on it. As I say, fuel and oil is your best bet when you're starting out. Now we have the line ready for it, so new line, fuel to Puero, fuel to Peoria. So when we do get enough of the train, we can just send that straight out. Well, we've got the train actually. Okay, that's half of it. So all we need is the fuel wagons, then that stuff can... They're teasing me now, they're teasing me. I think it's because the frequency of the crude oils went up, or this has got a higher demand for it. Not really, but yeah, it's just the way it's worked out. Right, so we'll slowly make money, then we'll make enough to upgrade that. See, that's went up again. Oh, they're annoying me. Oh well, as soon as we get the train up and running on there, that can help with the frequency. And I recently found out that trucks can deliver to bus stops. I found that a little bit weird, but apparently you can. Because I know that cargo trains can deliver to passenger stations. That makes a bit of sense, but a truck delivering to a bus stop is a bit silly, don't you think? Come on, I mean really. But the good thing is we are making a nice bit of profit now. Look at that, 1.8 million from the railroad. Now surprisingly slightly less on the trucks. I'm quite surprised how much they're making. Now how much, so that would get us a million. We need 1.4 for the wagon. So what we'll do is, if we can slowly, we'll repay that. This is going to be a slow video of not doing much. I'm going to let that tick over. What have you got for us? Probably new buses, I think. New train. Nah. Because this one we've got is good enough, I would say. Traction's higher, I think. Yeah. So it's got higher traction, but what's its running cost? 63. See, that's double the running cost. Although it is double the traction, but because our lines are short and we've got 3 trains on them, there's not any point in putting such a bigger traction on it. Like, that's just building up now. That is stupid. They're just taking the piss. Cause we just... Right. Borrow. I wasn't going to do this, but they've made me. Fuel. I'm putting more trucks back on there. Because they've just teased me enough. By increasing that massively, so that... that's annoying me. I don't know how they've managed to do that, but... oh well. Hopefully that'll help with the income. Bet sure they're going to go up the way. No. Are they going to go up this route? If they'll go up that route, it doesn't really matter. They are going to go up that way. There's no need for you to go up that way. There's nothing up that way for you. That is a weird layout city, that one, or the town. So it's going to pass another truck. See, that is a really short journey. I don't know if a train would actually be worth going in there. It could be. We'll check. There's a train coming, it's going to get caught in it. Oh, because of the speed of the train, that'll pass quite quickly. The demand for the fuel is rather high, so that's good. Very good indeed. So that means we can sell a lot more fuel, which will, in theory, give us a lot more money for that. He's going to get stopped again. It's a problem when you have 3 trains on the one track. It does slow the vehicles down on the road, but we will eventually move the trucks away and get the trains in to place them. But in the meantime, we're just going to have to deal with the trucks. So, let's see, that they carry 8. The small fuel tanker on the train carries 10. I'm trying to think, is that really worth it? For the distance it's covering? Probably not. I don't know. I don't know. But we are still quite a while away for the... What is that, 114? Surely not. That's a lot of money that would make for that one delivery. 11. So that's going to take a hold. See, that's just completely restarting that every time. Now what's that carrying? This is 74. I don't want to upgrade it, because if you do, it takes away the loads. If you do that, I want to God, we're barely making anything. It's going so slow. But to be fair, it's going actually not too bad. So last year, 1.99 in total. I'm pretty sure we'll make it higher this year because we've got the trucks back out. How are they? To be fair, the loops, well, Fort Wayne Loop 2, that's making nothing. He's barely making anything. So we'll let them run, we'll keep them going. The crude oil's going really well. Let's follow our crude oil train for a while. So how much oil's up here? They always getting a load-ish, pretty much. So they're going fairly full. That's why I cut them back down to just one train, one wagon. Because of the other cargo wagons, they're not going to take the full tanker. So there's no point in doing it that way. So if I just let them run. We'll smooth this bit out of it. I know that's going to cost me money, but it looks hideous. That's much nicer. If you're wondering what these icons for, say if you had a bus line, say here, and you want to add a new one of these, say for example you had that in there and you wanted to delete it, so you could put that in there. What the wee red icon means is if you replace it with when that little line is still there, you don't have to worry about replacing the lines, because that will get named into the same position as long as you put it relatively close to where it was. That's what that's for. So say if you accidentally put a passenger train station there and you wanted a cargo for it, you would then delete it, the wee bar would show up, and you could quickly just put in the right station in, and the trains wouldn't get affected by it. That's what they mean. Let's follow this train. So there is 7 in, so there's not as much crude oil going out, but I think that's cause there's a lot stored in here. And this is still going up. So we could really do with getting that freight cargo, the oil, but that is 1.4, 40 million, which is a lot of money. I don't know how I done that, but yeah. So let's go and check our passenger routes. So let's see up here, there's quite a few people waiting now. And there's a bus just left. We'll leave it running the way it is. We might. I wasn't going to, but since we're here, set line, that one. Bet you he goes right by it. who's going in, that's fine. Because even at that, there's still a lot of people waiting there. But there's another one just coming in, so I would say maybe 3 or 4 buses along there, so we might get one more bus for that line, just to maintain a decent amount of passengers, because you can see it's still pretty high. And that's after our buses just came in. But that one's now coming through to collect those guys, so they must be waiting for the other loop. So that's fine, there's 5 people waiting, but that's alright because there's another bus on its way, I believe. So although we've just put a lot of money into those buses, they should be better. So there's 14 people, they carry 8 each, so yeah, it's going to be a little while, but they should be alright. That's now to them. Now they go and wait over there, that's fine. So see if we follow you, where you go, you're going to shop. Is there anyone going to the bus? There's somebody waiting at the bus. So you must be living in Arlington then if you're going to the bus. Or do you live in... God, what's the other one? Fort Wayne? Because I'm used to that my last map, I'm going to call them all the wrong names and stuff. God, it's such a wait. Didn't realise it's, what was it, 15 minutes or something I seen the waiting time was. It's ridiculous. Well, it's better than the bus service nowadays, isn't it? I need to wait about an hour for a bus. So 3 minutes is nothing. Any second now the bus will be here. There it is. So I'm assuming they're getting the bus to the main depot, or yeah, that one. And then, well, if they're getting on the loop, they must live in Fort Wayne, I would think. So we'll see what way they go. Looks like it. Right, so they'll come in here, the bus has just been. Never mind. Yeah, what Fort Wayne. Well, it tells you here. With lanes. Fort Wayne, yeah, town, Fort Wayne. Movement, cheap. So they're going to get on that bus. Then that bus is going to take them home. Cool. Money's barely moving. Oh, of course, because we just added more passengers. Forgot about that. So it's making a bit more, which is good. That's making a lot more, and that's making a lot more. Fantastic. What we really need to do though is get this up, because that train's just sitting in there wasting away. And I don't find the point in getting the back clone there now. We will get it once we get roughly 1 million, because then we can just add on. That'll give us enough to buy the trailer for that train, and then it'll be a very 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 long wait. Because I want to start paying the loan off a wee bit at a time. And see, good thing is about this game, you don't pay for track maintenance if it's unused. 2 million last year. 1.5 on railroad, 600 on road. Cool. Construction, 81. Of course, we paid 800,000 on new vehicles. So yeah, that was a bit of a loss, which is why it's there. So, what we at? Half an hour. I'm going to go a little bit more. So I think the first video was about 50 minutes long. So we'll not go as that long as that one. We'll probably go about 35-40 minutes. We'll let the money build up a bit more, and then I'm going to let the game run a bit more, and then we come back, we'll add the fuel oil train into here. So I'm going to watch this train for a little while. It's a little bit louder than it usually is, but you should still be able to hear me. I like watching them just speed past each other at 30 miles an hour, especially in the 1800s. 40 miles an hour is pretty fast in general. And as it gets to about here, it goes to about 50 before slowing down. Yeah, as soon as that one leaves, another one can come up, pick that load up and go back. So I would say in the future this line will be pretty short, so I'm going to keep it the way it is at the moment, which is making relatively good profit, so I don't find the point in cutting off. Once we get that fuel train, into Piero, then we can start maybe looking towards the next place to give fuel, which would be, well, what preferably, well, there's a lot of holes. But we could possibly start moving it up to Oxnard and Sioux Falls. Double tracked, of course. Just try to think. So that's still making, well, it's going down a wee bit. It has dropped. If we're looking here, I think we may be able to get this train. What are we at? 1.2, is it 1.4 we need? So not a couple of 100,000, I would say, is our safe bet. With the way the trains are going, we should be able to get that without any problems. And that one there. Might as well have it set up. Let's see what it says now, 1.3, so maybe when it gets to about 900,000, maybe, I would say so. Because obviously we don't want to take too much debt, but yeah. So that's enough for it there, so we could take that, buy that. So now, we've got the train we need. We've already set the load. So, and it's already on demand, which is great. So we're going to let that... Wow, it's already picked up 3 loads. That's pretty good. And obviously because that's double tracked, we can have more than one train running on there, which is fine. $12,000, not bad on its first run, not bad. So now we want to get the money down, big time. But now, because we've got the fuel running on there as well, so what are we rating? So I'm not too worried about that one now. I would say the distance is not as long as that is from there, so I would say possibly 2 trains on that track, which probably means we didn't need to double it up, but I don't know, 2 trains at least, I would say. But you can see that's already starting to expand very, very nicely. And we're making a nice little bit of profit as well. So you can see the 2 trains away in the distance. Let's follow the new fuel train for a few minutes. Our train right next to us. But yeah, that well, when it's no running empty, hopefully profit. Don't know how it's not got anything. Am I following the right track? Yeah. I don't know how that's managed to get empty. But when we come back, I'll hopefully have repaid most of this loan, which might take a little while. Yes, it will. But it will be 90,000 off each month, which is what we need, because it's a lot of money, really. And that train's not making anything. It made like 1 run to start off with. But I think if we took that line off, they would go over here. So, on that note, I'm going to do that. So you guys are done. Thanking you for your service. I'm going to cancel that line, so the fuel is now over here rather than up here. And the money from those trucks should get us near enough another train so we can then double the frequency. So, well, half the frequency I should say. So let's just take a look at our trains. So the buses have doubled, which I thought they would because they were making quite a decent amount. Arlington Loop 2 is making a relatively okay one. It's not compared to this one, that's actually doing quite well. So that's now running at full capacity now. So are those trucks still going through? I take it. Oh, there's one more still to go. So what we'll do is, since that track's doubled, we shall by you. And we will double this line up to increase the frequency. Otherwise that train's not going to be able to carry it all. $47,000, that's barely making anything, that crude oil, but there's 3 of them, so if we're making 600,000 it can't be too bad. But this is slowly making profit, which is good. It's slowly getting there. There you go, it's making a wee bit of profit, not a massive amount. And we're 623,000 now, which is really good. It means we can double this back up. Stored, not much stored to be honest. How much is over here? I think what we could really do with is having this upgraded somewhat, because it's just not yeah, I think we can do with 2 trains running on this one. There's no point in doubling that one up, really. I'd rather have more frequency than longer loads, because they're making just as much. And you can see that's what we've made in the last 5 minutes somehow. Well, plus the fact that we sold the vehicles as well, that's minus that. So what we can do is wait for this to give us enough. So I'm going to say my goodbyes until next time. I will probably off camera double up this line, get another train on it. So I will see you all in the next video, which will be a little bit later on. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Transport Fever. So as I said, we will be expanding a little bit at a time to begin with, but later on, and I'm talking quite a bit later on, say about at least 10 videos. Yes, it's going to be that long. Well, the fuel's going up massively. We will be expanding throughout the early stages. It's only been 10 years, as you can see, and we've already got 2 trains. We've got 2 trains on that line. Oh, wait, sorry, 3 trains on that line, 4 trains altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trucks. Well, buses I should say. And if we take a look at our overall view, there's all our vehicles there. So we've got 10 road vehicles and 4 trains. Oh sorry, 5 trains. Don't know why that's up there. Oh, it's because that's in the depot, it's not moving, that's why. So yeah, we've got 4 trains moving, I should say. And we definitely need to double that up now, because that's going up. And this isn't going to be able to cope with it. But with the way things are going, we will be able to make that in fairly little time. So, thank you all very much for watching. Until next time folks, take care. Thank you all very much. Goodbye.